Hi and welcome to the video how to extend the screen. My name is Andre and I will guide you through this video today. We'll start with the overview of the manager class, then we will develop a little simple sample, and after that we will show advanced usage of this class. Manager class provides fundamental functionality for all field managers. Manager objects are used to contain and lay out fields. There are a number of different types of managers, and we can even implement our own managers. To do so, we need to extend the manager class and override three methods: sublayout, getPreferredWidth, and getPreferredHeight. So some of the predefined managers are horizontal field and vertical field. So let's see how to use those. In this sample, we create a horizontal field manager and add two components, a bitmap field and then a new label field, and then we add a horizontal manager to the screen. If we look at the result, we have an image and followed by the text aligned to the left. However, if we change the order of the fields, so if we add a label field before the bitmap field, the order on the screen will change, as you can see on your screen. In order to create a better looking applications, have a better control how these components are laid out, we have to use custom manager. Our text bitmap manager extends the manager, and in its constructor we pass two arguments, the text and the bitmap. We create new label field and we create new bitmap field, and we added those two to our manager. Now we need to override sublayout method. We need to specify the sizes of our components. First, we will specify that bitmap field will use all available width and height that it requires, and after that we will specify that label field will use whatever is left remaining. Now we need to set the position of our components in the manager. We put bitmap field on the far right of the manager and the label field on the left side of the manager but centered horizontally. After that, we calculated the height of the manager, which depends on the bitmap field height, and using setExtend method, we set the desired width and the height of the manager. When we look at the results, we can see that our label field is centered horizontally and it is on the left hand side, and our image is on the right hand side, so we can see that we have much better control of the components on the screen now. To make our application look even nicer, we added some backgrounds. I created a linear gradient background for our custom manager at the top, and then I used the bitmap to create a bitmap background for our main screen. Once you learn how to create and use custom components, the possibilities are endless. In the next sample, I will show you how easy it is to create stunning applications. This application has three managers. The top manager, which we already discussed, the one in the middle, which has this nice scroll effect, and I will show you how to create that in a moment, and the bottom manager, which has the custom buttons. So here is our main class, which extends the main screen. It has three managers, top, middle, and the bottom. The top manager we already discussed, and I'm not going to repeat this again. So we set the backgrounds and we add the manager to the screen. The middle manager is the custom manager, which has three fields. First we have the bitmap field, then we have another vertical field manager which has some custom fields added to it. At the end we have the title. Let's have a look how this custom field manager is created. In the constructor we pass three arguments, text, bitmap, and vertical field manager, and we add them to the variables custom field, bitmap field, and the manager. We create two buttons called left and right. We added field change listeners, which will listen for the user input. If the user input is detected, we called move left and move right methods, which will move this middle part of the screen, and we return the focus to the bitmap field, which is situated in the middle. After creating these components, we have to add all five of them to the manager. So we add left button, custom field, our bitmap field, our manager, and our write button. Now we have to override sublayout method. First we have to specify sizes of each components, and these ones are specified in pixels. So custom field has its own size, bitmap field has its own size, and so on. After that, we have to specify the positions of these fields. The first three fields, custom field, bitmap field, and the manager, have this offset variable, which we will use to move them left and right. The position of the arrows, left and right arrow, does not change, so the offset variable is not used there. At the end, we use setExtend to set the size of this manager, which is in this case 480 by 220 pixels. Move left and move right are two methods that we call when we want to move this middle bit in to the left or to the right. We have to increase or decrease the offset variable. In this case, we choose to increase or decrease them by 10 pixels. And then we have to reposition the three components, so the custom field, the bitmap field, and the manager field. At the end, we have to call invalidate method, so the screen will be redrawn. Now we need to create the button manager, which is a horizontal field manager. It has 4 custom buttons. Each one has 2 images which represent focus and unfocus state. When we create them, we add them to the manager. Custom button field extends the field and it has 3 bitmaps: current, picture, on and off picture. It also has different constructors for different custom buttons that we want to display. It has different getPreferredHeight methods, which will return different heights of the different buttons that we use in this application. We have onFocus and onUnfocus methods, which we are using to change the displayed images, and we have to call invalidate to redraw the screen. To write a custom field, we have to override layout method, and in this method we have to use setExtend command to set the desired width and the height of the component. At the end, we have to override the paint method, which will draw our desired image. In this video, we'll learn how to use managers. First, we'll learn how to use vertical and horizontal field manager, and then how to extend this manager class to create a custom field manager so we can create basic and advanced UI applications. In these applications, we also used Background Factory to create our linear gradient and bitmap backgrounds. We use custom fields, we use custom buttons, we overrode our onFocus and onUnfocus methods so we can change the image displayed on the button, and at the end we used field change listeners so we could implement our scroll effect. Thank you for watching and goodbye.